there's a lot going on, obviously, several areas of concern for Shurmur. Is Eli, Nate, the biggest problem for the Giants?
No. If I could point a finger without being rude, I'd point that finger right back at Shurmur and say that there has to be better play calling. When you look at the evolution of the game offensively, you see certain teams this year, the Rams, KC, the Patriots have been doing it for a long time. What's going on in Chicago with Nagy? There's ultimate creativity. I look at the evolution of offenses like the evolution of music. Over time, you had swing, rock and roll, disco, hip hop. You had some pop music and house music, and now there's mumble rap. And I think for people that are true historians of the game, they don't really like mumble rap. It's like, it's too confusing. It's too much noise. I don't know really what they're saying. Guess what? It's working. These guys, it's selling. These guys are superstars. These guys have followers, and they're making money. That's what moves the needle now.
Yeah.
When you look at these offenses, the gadgets, the sweeps, the RPOs. What is this? Is it a pistol? Is it a wildcat? Doesn't matter what you want to call it. Maybe it's the mumble rap of offenses, but it's working. And if you guys are paying attention, you're either going to have to get on board or get left behind. And I feel like for the first time as I was watching this game, I saw one offense that was creative. And they're musically just making sounds that got them in the end zone. That was the Eagles. Then I saw the Giants offense seem outdated. It's like, I don't like your production. I don't like the beat that you're writing to. I don't like the rhythm. I don't like the sound. It was an outdated sound of music offensively. So the Giants, they have to have better play calling and more creative play calling.
Triggs, are you pointing the finger at Eli?
Yeah, Eli's got to take some blame here. In this market, he's got 2 Super Bowl rings, so everyone looks to point everywhere else. But I think
things are collecting some dust, man.
On this Friday morning, I think it's time to finally look at number 10 and say, let's be honest with ourselves. Let's look in the mirror here and let's see what we got going on. They hadn't had a first down converted on third down going all the way back to week 4. It took them 15 straight drives. So finally they got one yesterday on the 10th drive of the game. They converted a third down. Eli completed some passes. His average yards through air for his completions yesterday were 3.3 yards, meaning it was a screen pass to Odell or it was a screen pass to Saquon, and they win. Right. Eli's not playing well. I think you can go through the 32 starting quarterbacks in the league, and I'm not sure there's 28 that you wouldn't rather have than Eli at this moment. That said, to Nate's point, it's not just Eli.
It's not just Eli, sure.
The organization as a whole, and I bring this email out here because I've got my friends. We've got our childhood friends.
Oh, yeah, who's this guy?
This is my buddy Todd DiTrapani. He's our resident Giants season ticket holder. This was the email I woke up to this morning. I was long asleep. I woke up 5 a.m. This was sent. We've got issues. We do literally everything that bad franchises do. Bad penalties, no discipline, no creativity, no life, no spark, no leadership. And that includes Eli Manning. Where is some leadership from Eli? I know everyone picks on Beckham, but what about Eli? In this game in particular, the very first play was a fumbled kickoff that was ruled down from ruled down.
Right. They almost lost on the opener.
Oh, but don't worry. 2 plays later, we threw an interception. I don't think I've ever witnessed a game where I can say from the very first second, I knew there was no chance my New York Giants were winning the game. That's the feeling of a Giants fan right now.
I was there, Triggs.
And what was the feeling in the building?
It was like everything you thought that it would look like in a movie, to be at a New York game where there's so much excitement, and there's a lot of momentum on their side based off, they lost last week, obviously, but it's prime time, it's raining, fans are showing up in the rain, I sat in traffic for 2 hours to get there, and then to have it sort of implode in the first half. People were leaving the second half. It got ugly really, really fast, and I feel so bad for that. I do feel bad for Giants fans because I was sort of standing for Eli yesterday, like, prove them wrong, shut them up. I don't want to see you on the back pages because you mean more to this city. This city fell apart and got really emotional when you were benched for Geno. I don't want this to be how he's remembered or to have this sort of taste in his mouth as they have to sort of make some sort of change at some point.
At some point they do.
Yep. We all have a little Todd DiTrapani this morning, don't we? We really do. We all got a little. Listen, what was that old show, Dirty Jobs? Yeah. Where someone would go and their job was sweeping up rat pellets. Yeah, Mike Rowe, and he'd sweep up bird crap or whatever he would do. This feels like a dirty. I don't take any pleasure in beating up Eli. It feels like beating up my little brother. But he's got nothing. Honestly, he's so bad out there right now, I think he is hurting his Hall of Fame legacy. I think it's that bad. We are in an era of unprecedented vertical passing games and offense and shots deep and running up the scores. He's got nothing. We are in an era of the older quarterbacks are 41 and 39 and breaking records and winning MVPs. He's got nothing. He's got Odell Beckham, the best receiver the Giants have ever had. He's got Saquon Barkley, the best running back the Giants have ever had. And he's got nothing. And I keep coming back to that word. And I wish I could say he's got something. It's just not there, guys. The third down thing is a joke. You watch it and he just feels rattled. He feels numb or something like that. We tried to teach my son Calvin how to ride a bike, and he ate it really hard on the drive. We went down hard. and he was rattled, and he won't go near the bike. And we're gonna try again in 6 months because he's rattled. I watch Eli. It doesn't look like Eli Manning, Super Bowl winner. It looks like some guy I've never seen before. There's nothing.
Yeah.
I hate it.
And he's not
Dirty
being
job.
helped. I mean, we're looking at the back pages here. Of course, New York's tearing him apart. We got Little Giants. We got fine everybody. Obviously, Odell getting a fine for his activities or the way he was, acting. It's just, it's a mess.
It is a mess. And I think to your point, Kyle, at some point we have to question, is he ever going to get back on that bike? And it doesn't look like it. Now, it's not all Eli. He made a couple throws that were deep, but it was the ones that he should have made. Like, there's a whole 2-shot to Odell that just seems short. Every ball that Odell was going up for, he had to come back to get. And if you're getting paid $20 million, I don't care if you're a soon-to-be Hall of Fame, you have 2 Super Bowl rings, you got to make those passes.